Hi, everyone. I'm here with Stephen Davis. Stephen, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I'm doing great. So today we're going to talk about what's happening on college campuses in regards to politics.
Yes, ma'am.
So take it away.
Well, right now, the rot has set in. These universities, these colleges have become leftist indoctrination centers, right? Commie camps, if you will. And they're teaching all this Marxist ideology that's really having this way with America, and it's affecting America in such a profound way, but a negative way at that. And people are coming out of college, instead of understanding the classics and the arts and all these different things that they're supposed to be studying, they're coming away hating America. They want to tear down America from its roots, and they hate what it stands for. They hate the freedom. They hate the flag. They hate everything that we are built upon, which includes our founding fathers. They hate them as well. So it's really it's having its way with America, and it's really having its way with our kids. And it's up to us to really educate them, because a lot of these college professors, most of them, if not most of them, are really teaching them everything antithetical to the truth. They're teaching them to hate America as opposed to teaching them to love this country, and that we have had our problems, but we are trying to fix them. So it's incumbent on us to really educate these kids and really bring them to the right side of history so that they love this country.
Mm-hmm. I went to a conservative Christian college, private college, and that's what I meant. I meant private Christian college, not conservative.
No,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, in class one day, I had a guy raise his hand, and he was like, do you know why surrounding colleges people vote blue is? That's because in college you're the smartest that you'll ever be. And I remember being like, if I'm the smartest that I'll ever be right now, I will be so embarrassed for the rest of my life. Like, that is the worst logic I've ever heard in my life. I want to get smarter every single year, every single day. I don't believe that at all.
I don't either. It's this idea that you can't grow. You're not supposed to grow as a person as you get older. That the smartest you ever be is college. When you're listening to the professor and you're reading these leftist books and leftist indoctrination, that's when you're the smartest you'll ever be, and you decline as you get out of college. Which actually you grow when you get out of college. That's when you really start testing your knowledge and seeing what's what, and if it's the things you learned in college are indeed true, right? You're putting it to the test, especially when it comes to all this woke ideology that you soon learn once you get outside of college, that you realize
and you pay taxes
for the first time in your life, right? Now that you have a job, okay? So and that's usually what happens, and it's really sad that they're trying to really put forth this idea that college is it. It's the end all be all. And people speak from a position of authority. Well, I've been to college, so I can tell you what this is or what not. No, that's not the way it is. As a matter of fact, as you get older and as you learn and as you have life experience, you start to realize what really is true and what is not. When you do your own research, this is something that woke me up when I was on the left. I started doing my own research, and I stopped taking people's word for it, CNN and MSNBC and this professor and that. I started doing my own research and realized that I was on the wrong side of history. I started realizing that there's so much more I need to learn, especially when it comes to this country, respecting this country and understanding its history. Those who don't understand their history are doomed to repeat it. So when it comes to me and my growth, it happened outside of college, and when it comes to everyone else and their growth, it comes outside of college as well. College is just a stepping stone. That's all it is. So once we get outside of college and really start applying ourselves in our life and our life experiences and doing our own research, then we can understand what life is really about, and we can start being able to expound upon that. That's the way it's supposed to be. College is not the end all be all, but life is.
What do you think made you start researching and becoming awake?
Oh boy, I was a very racist leftist. I didn't really identify with the party, quote unquote, but looking at my ideologies and the way I saw the world, it was definitely left leaning. And I got to the point where 2017, 2018, I was like, okay, I need to get into the realm of politics. And I can't stand these Trump supporters because they're making all this noise about this guy named Trump, who I've been told is going to kill and destroy this country. So I'm going to learn all I can about this guy named Trump and go after these Trump supporters and beat them all down with facts. It's going to be glorious, right? And be able to beat my chest afterward. Right. Ended up red pilling myself. Again, doing your research.
Right.
And that's what the left doesn't want you to do. They don't want you to do your research. Right. They want you to take their word for it. Same with these college
Well, that's
campuses.
part of them canceling the debate.
You better,
right?
Come on now.
Like how you can't let your people hear from their candidates.
You're not supposed to, because we know when it comes to the right side of history, we stand upon truth. when it comes to the left, it's all about conjecture. It's all about emotional platitudes, right? And that's what I fell under. But when it comes to the truth, you can't deny the truth. Because at the end of the day, even the Bible says that the truth will set you free. Right? So it's incumbent on us to learn the truth, but when it comes to the left, they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to get ensconced in this emotional ideologies and wokeism and all that sort of thing. So it's incumbent on us, and it was incumbent on me to learn the truth and be intellectually honest with yourself when you encounter the truth. So it's not enough just to go and seek it, but once you encounter the truth, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to digest it? And I always say when it comes to a leftist, being exposed to the truth is like a vampire being exposed to the sun. You burst in the flame, it hurts because you're being exposed to the truth for the first time. Right. But then after a while, it's like, okay, I understand that this is indeed life. This is indeed the truth, and I want to be set free. So that was kind of like the catalyst for me, and I went down the rabbit hole of just doing my research, checking the media on what they say as opposed to what the actual candidate said and what Trump said, and I realized that the media was lying to me and flipping the narrative and putting out their own narratives and flipping everything that Trump said, and there's nothing more disgusting to me than a liar. Because you're basically saying to someone, I am so much smarter than you. I am so much wiser than you. I'm so intelligent that I can pull the wool over your eyes and you won't even notice it, right? You're that dumb. You're that unintelligent. So I take it as a personal insult. So now I go after the media. I go after the black community because I see that they've lied to me too. And I try to correct those misleading lies and denigrating ideologies that they have as well. And I go after the college campuses because that's the breeding ground for such things.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is one way that we can reach the young generation in politics?
Well, we have to be honest. We have to be honest and go after them. One thing that we have done really poorly is go after the youth. The left is, if I have to give credit to the left, it's the way that they go after the young generation. Right. They do that because they understand it's generationally, right? They're playing the long game. Okay, they know that they have to get them while they're young, right? This is why you see drag queen story hour and transgenderism and the LGBTQ. They're targeting kids for a reason, and they even the drag queens were even saying that they want to normalize what they see. They want to make it so that when they see a drag queen, they're not freaked out about it, right? So you go after the kids because you understand if you get them young and you train them young, they will not depart from. The Bible says that. Train a child in the way they should go. When they get old, they will not depart from it, right? So the left understands that as well. So they're going after our kids, and we've done a piss poor job at that. So it's incumbent on us, on the right, to be able to invest in our children, okay? These are going to be the people, our future leaders of this country. So it's incumbent on us to really go after our kids, protect them, put a hedge around them, and say, you know what, we are going to raise you right. We're going to raise you right, literally and figuratively. We're going to raise you right, okay? And make sure that you love this country, that you're going to be a productive member of society, that you're not going to hate this country, and of course love God and understand the whole idea of morality.
Right. I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.